And let's start at quarterback. Who are your top five?
So right now I got Lamar Jackson number one, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, and Kyler Murray.
Yep, I got the same order. No, I got the same five different order. Got Lamar, Herbert, Burrow, Murray, Mahomes.
Nice. Yeah, I got surprised for a second. I guess I forgot Josh Allen's on a bye week. That would make sense
Right.
when he's on the top five. But yeah, Lamar gets a week at the top spot for me.
Yeah, he's it's just this is the time of that weak Cleveland run defense. I mean,
Oh
Lamar
yeah.
should feast. Who you high on?
So I'm high on Tua this week against the Steelers. I have him at QB 10. The consensus is at QB 15 right now, but he should be right back in that low end QB1 discussion. Like I said, he faces the Steelers this week, whose entire secondary was out last week. Brady wasn't really able to take advantage of it much, but I think Tua should have a good week. I'm expecting, at least 1 to 3 of the Steelers secondary players to be out again this week. So like him, I'm also pretty high on Jared Goff this week. It's a tougher matchup on paper against the Cowboys, but he opens the week as my QB 16. His ECR is QB 20. But with Dak Prescott back under center, I think that the Cowboys should be able to run up the score a bit against this horrible Lions defense. So Goff's going to be forced to throw a bit more this week. I'm expecting him to get DeAndre Swift and DJ Chark back following the bye week. We'll have to monitor that. Of course, Amon-Ra St. Brown should be closer to 100%. So I'm investing back in this Lions offense. And one thing to monitor with Goff is, Jameson Williams could return. I don't know, in the next couple weeks. I haven't seen much news with him, but with Williams possibly making his debut soon, that's going to raise Goff's weekly ceiling even more. So that's something to look out for Goff's long-term upside.
Yeah, man, I love some Jared Goff this season. I mean, he's been crushing for my best ball teams.
Oh yeah,
Essentially got him for free. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared of him. I would be a little scared of him in this Cowboys matchup,
right.
but I get it.
It's kind of a rough week at quarterback, so I think that's why he's up there for me at QB 16. But yeah, I agree. On paper, it's not the easiest matchup.
Yeah, I agree with Tua. I actually have I have Tua at number 7 in early rankings, so I'm even
That's
higher
not
than you.
crazy. That's not
Yeah,
crazy
I
at all.
mean, that this Pittsburgh defense, I know Tom Brady kind of had some problems, but that's because Tom Brady went to a wedding on Saturday. So,
Yeah.
I still think they're gonna have some issues, and I mean, I just love the weapons for Tua, and he's coming back to healthy Tyreek, healthy Jalen Waddle. So I think it's a good matchup for him. And yeah, who do you got? Who you low on?
I'm low on Russell Wilson. I mean, I feel like I've been low on him every week. I've taken a couple weeks off, but I'm back on just reminding everybody that he should not be treated as a QB1. Right now, his ECR is QB 14. And I have him QB 17. The Jets defense, they rank 15th in DVOA against the pass this year, but I think their secondary is pretty strong. So this is a matchup. I'm probably going to be a little bit more cautious when projecting passing games. So this week, especially with Wilson, just struggling, and it looks like the shoulder injury could be a bigger concern than we originally thought. I guess he's getting an MRI this week. Either way, I think they're going to lean on the run a bit more this week. And again, I don't know what to tell you, but Wilson should not be in the QB1, QB2 discussion. He is a mid-range to low-end QB2 for me until further notice.
Yeah, I mean, they're saying his injury might actually be a little more serious than thought. So I mean, this could be like he might not even play. All right, yeah, I'm low on Trevor Lawrence. This in this Giants game, I just think this Giants team is very well coached on defense, and I think you're gonna kind of see a sloppy game or just not too much going on. The total's only 42, and this Giants defense is actually giving up the 12th fewest points to quarterbacks. Wink Martindale, he's gonna send the blitz and do a lot of crazy things. So I think the Jaguars are going to continue to lean on Travis Etienne, James Robinson, and those guys. And I don't think it's going to be a big passing game for Lawrence in this game with a low total. So he's my QB 14. He's inside this ECR top 10 this week.
Yeah, like I said last week, he's been flashing his rushing upside a bit more lately. So it's back-to-back games now where he has 20 or more rushing yards, and he had 2 vulture touchdowns last week. Unfortunately, took away from both Robinson and Etienne, but again, I think with Lawrence, I'm back into having him in the low end QB1 discussion just based on his recent rushing upside. But I certainly take your point. He's definitely been struggling as a passer the past couple of games. So he's a little bit more volatile than I like to admit.
Yeah, he's I'm trying to look at my rushing. I have him for about 0.16 rushing touchdowns, so nothing crazy, but
Yeah.
this Giants, you play these just Giants team, and like it's just like nothing happens,
Right.
It's like it's just this team is I haven't seen this in a while where a team is just so well coached. They're not really making a ton of mistakes on either side of the ball. So all right, let's go to the prop. What you got?
All right, so I'm going with Dak Prescott passing yards against the Lions. I've had some trouble setting this number, so I want you to help me out a little bit. But I have his initial projection at 257 and a half passing yards. What do you got over under that?
I'm going over. It's the
Damn.
Lions. Yeah, it's the Lions.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Cowboys' pace is going to quicken if he's back in. So, that's something. With Cooper Rush, they kind of played. Hide the quarterback. Don't make him do too much. Don't turn the ball over. But remember, this team was like the fastest paced team in the league with Dak at quarterback. So yeah, I think
Mhm.
I think he can get there to over that number.